now the moment of truth, the final one. You're not supposed to be down there. How's everyone doing? I'm doing great. It's David from Team TJ, and welcome back to Minecraft Ultra Destruction, where today we are going to be finishing our Big Reactor. Yes, this is how it's been left for a while, so I think it's time to finally put an end to its construction and make it an operational Big Reactor so then we can use it to power our ME systems. And to do this, we were going to need a lot of resources. Fortunately, I did a lot of off-camera work. We got tons of iron, which we're going to need a lot of that. We've got the Eulerium, which we're going to need a lot of that, and coal, not just for the smelting, but we are also going to need a lot of coal for Graphite Bars. Also, I actually ended up killing a Rebel Farlander and got the Rebel Farlander helmet. I really don't know what to do with this helmet, considering how it's just one, and the set itself doesn't actually have any more than just this, so I guess I'll just put it in our gear chest for now, but you let me know what you think we can do with it, because I want to put it in the treasure room, but I really don't know how, because it's just one helmet. Anyway, so you're probably wondering, where did I get all these great resources? Well, the answer lies there. As you can see, I maybe went a little crazy with some miner's dream off camera, and yeah, like, even though this looks like it ends, I actually, I broke open a little bit over here, and then, I continued and stuff, and, there's more over that way. There's a lot of it, tons of it. Oil was a pretty big annoyance, and there's also ravines. And I exposed a lot of ore. Now, obviously, I did not collect all of the ore, because it's all still here, but that's mostly because I didn't want to clutter up my inventory. But hey, we know where some of these resources are next time that we need them. So if we ever need Certus quartz, we can just come here. If we ever need tin, we can come here. If we ever need the other kind of tin, we can come here. If we ever need salt, we can come here. If we ever need copper, we can come here. If we ever need anything, we can come here. But yeah, like I said, oil was a bit of an annoyance. As you can see, there's this big pool of it here. Yeah, that's the thing. The miner's dream will get rid of lava and water, but it won't get rid of oil, which is annoying. But either way, that is beside the point. The point here is we got all this resource that we need to get utilized. So it is time to get working. So we're going to put our Eulerium in our diamond furnaces with advanced ore processing, which will double it, which is amazing. I love how it's compatible with big reactors. And then we will take all of our iron, and because I feel like the smeltery isn't utilized enough, we're gonna toss it all in the smeltery. This process might take some time. We also already have the reactor power tap, reactor access port, and reactor controller, so we are going to put those in the big reactor right now. So I want to put the power tap here, and there is the exit part. So we're going to put the power tap there, and reactor casing. There we go. And we got one extra piece of reactor casing, so we'll put it there, and I'll put the access port there. The controller will go here, but that's once we have this lower level finished. And yeah, I left that hole for the power tap there, so that way we can have pipes on the outside of the house instead of on the inside. I don't really want to clutter up the house with too many pipes. And we've got tons of Eulerium already. This is amazing. The molten iron is the only thing I think is going to be kind of annoying, because, you know, we're going to be getting it out of as blocks and stuff, so that'll just take some time, which I'll probably cut out to not bore you guys. But some might be thinking, because I am making a big reactor, but if you've been paying attention to the mod list, you probably are well aware one mod that most people associate with big reactors that is not present in Ultra Destruction's mod selection, and that is thermal expansion. And if you know both mods, you know the reason why is because thermal expansion has like liquids and stuff that are usually used as a coolant. for the big reactors and stuff, like Destabilized Redstone or Resident Ender are like two of the most popular. But obviously, since we don't have thermal expansion, can we even use a coolant? Well, actually, yes we can, because we actually have access to a Resident Ender replacement with this mod selection. Liquefied Ender, which is from Tinker's Construct and is basically just melted down ender pearls in the smeltery, is basically the equivalent of Resident Ender. I actually did take a look on a creative world when I made a big reactor, pretty much exactly the same as that one, and used that as the coolant, and it gave the same results as if it was Resident Ender, so that is perfect. Even if it isn't exactly Resident Ender, at least it is a coolant, so, and an efficient one at that, so I definitely believe that that is a good choice, and there's some more Eulerium for us. Let's get the rest of that smelted up, shall we? So yeah, I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to build the outer frame and stuff, and the reactor fuel rods, and then after that, I'll then put all of the coolants in, and then the fuel, and it'll be an active reactor. And that is a full smeltery of molten iron. Look at all that molten iron. That is a lot. Alright, we're gonna need to get all that out now. This is going to be a very long, drawn-out process. I already know that, so yeah, most of this is gonna get cut out. Yeah, this is basically what it is. It's just two basins. I pour the molten iron in, and then blocks form, and I just take the blocks out. But we're gonna have a ton of iron by the time that we're done here, so I'll cut back as soon as all this is out of here. Okay, last block. That is 59 blocks of iron, and we're not even done yet. We actually have 7 ingots still left in there, so we're just gonna get them out through here. But yeah, that's a lot of iron. We are set for iron for a while at least. And there is the last ingot. Alright, now I'm just gonna turn all the blocks of iron into iron ingots. Let's see how much this is. Oh my. Actually a little less than I thought, but still pretty alright. So we're just gonna toss all of this in there. That makes it look like a lot more. Alright. And now, yeah, I should have probably had this going while I was working on that. Oh yeah, we got more of that, and now we're just gonna get some graphite bars going. Alright, excellent. So we're gonna get some of each of these resources, because we're going to need them to craft a whole lot of stuff. I'll wait for that to go, and for the liquefied ender, obviously to make that we are going to need ender pearls, but obviously we only have so many ender pearls. Like, we got a stack here and almost a stack here. So here is my thought, because ender pearls do have an exchange energy value. You see where I'm going here. I figured it's time to reuse the equivalent exchange. So, the Tome of Alchemical Knowledge. We will put it in here, and we shall research the ender pearl. And that way you can sacrifice as many emeralds as we want to make as many ender pearls as we want. Yay! Alright, there is the ender pearl. Excellent. We'll get to that in a bit. I'm gonna wait for all these graphite bars to finish smelting. I should probably reload this furnace a little bit, because it doesn't have a fuel efficiency upgrade. That one's almost broken anyway. I know there's an upgraded version of the fuel efficiency upgrades, but it takes a bit. Like, do we even have gas tiers? I don't even know if we actually have gas tiers. Oh, we have one. Well, you can always equivalent exchange that sucker. Alright, graphite bars. Plenty of graphite bars. Okay, so I think that's, I'll do that. I'll gather that. Alright. Alright, so big reactors. What are we going to need? We're going to need some reactor casing, obviously. And, obviously, for the front, for the bottom level, because I want reactor glass to be, so we can see in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is literally 2 crafts of the, reactor casings to get that done. Alright. Alright, so there we go, and there we go. 1, 2. That should be enough for now to get the bomb level done. Excellent. Now the reactor controller will go right there, and then it's just reactor glass. So how many reactor glass are we going to need? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Alright, and that's 24, 28. We can't make an exact number, but that is fine. And to make the reactor glass, there we go, we are going to need 2 blocks of glass and 1 of those. So we're basically going to need to double 25, which is 50. This is going to be a very long, drawn-out process because I don't want to end up with more glass than I need. 50, there we go. 50 glass, and we are good. Alright. And so we put that in, we get the reactor glass. We are moving forward, guys. But I just realized we actually probably need to make the reactor fuel rods. I don't want to have to go through the top yet. Alright, so yeah, actually, yeah, reactor fuel rods. That is probably something we're going to need to make first, I just realized. Okay, so Eulerium Fuel Rod, that is not difficult at all. Alright, so 14 of those. We'll see how full that allows it to be. Alright, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3, and we can make 3, and we're gonna need 1 block for that because of that. Yeah, okay. Da da da, and da 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 da, and da 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 da. I'm going to need 1 more for that too. Alright, but we're getting there, we're getting there. This is definitely much more progress than it was before. I'm just gonna make 1 more before I make even more, just so I can even it out. Alright, so how many more are we going to need? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, yeah, we're gonna need a lot more. Okay. Alright, I got 20 more of these. Alright. And that's another level done. In there. 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 Alright, so how many more now? I think 12. Just 12 more. That is good. That is really good. Alright. Alright, 12 more fuel rods. 12 more. And 1. 2 and 3. There we go. I think we're done with that. Yes, I believe we are. I believe they are all filled up. Excellent. And now we can put the reactor glass in. There we go. 1, 2, do. Alright. It's looking good. Now, all we need left is the coolant, and we're also going to need a bunch of reactor control rods. And once that is done, it will be a fully functioning big reactor. So I'm going to start the emerald sacrificing process. We are going to need a bunch of... Hello, 2 ender minions have just come in here. You want to join my club? You know, I got some extra apples. Yeah, I got 3. Alright, so... Okay, you wanted to join. Alright, I don't have any apples for you. I'm sorry if you wanted to join my Ender Minion Club. Alright, so let's put the emerald in there. How many ender pearls does this give us? So you're telling me that 1 emerald gives us 8 ender pearls. That means, if I am correct, 7 emeralds, because I already gave 1, so that means 8 emeralds gives us 64 ender pearls. Oh boy, this is going to be a long process. We are going to be using up a lot of our emeralds for this. But it is all worth it in the end. Alright, so we got the ender pearls smelting. I'm just going to need to toss those last 10 in. Alright, I got 16 buckets, but here's actually the thing. We're actually going to need a lot more than you might think. Because I'm not just going to like put a source block at the top and let it flow down, because while that is effective, here's the thing I've learned about big reactors. Is basically if you have a source block and it just flows down, it is not as effective as if you had each block space taken up by a source block of the liquid. Which, one, is annoying for very large big reactors, but since this is a smaller one, I think we can get away with it. So, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Am I going to regret it? Probably. So with 16 buckets, that means because each stack is 4 blocks high, that means we can get 4 different slots filled per amount of buckets we've got. Great. Now here comes the long process of filling up the buckets. Yeah, that's how long it takes to fill one up. And we have 16 to fill up. This is gonna take a while. Okay, last bucket, bucket 16, there we go. Alright. Now to do this, to make this a little bit easier, I think I'm going to morph into a death tome. So I can have creative flight, so I can get this done just a little bit easier. Where is the death tome? There he is. Alright. Alright, so this is basically how it's gonna be done. 1, 2, put that there, 3, there, and then 4, block. That's how I'm gonna have to do pretty much every single one of these. Just 1, 2, then 1, 2, and block. Alright, that's 4 down. Just, a bunch more to go. And that used up all of the liquid ender. Great. 16 ender pearls. Let's double the amount, shall we? I said ender pearls when I meant emeralds. Oof. Anyway. Okay, that should be 2 batches. Yay. And we begin the process once again. This is actually very boring to do in comparison to other things that we've done in Ultra Destruction, and it's mostly just because it's, well, just doing this over and over. And, yeah, it's kind of a bit boring. Probably, hopefully, not super boring for you guys, but definitely boring for me. But that's because, unlike you guys, I'm living it. You guys are watching an edited version of this. This is taking quite some time. For you, this might be like a, at most, 20-minute video, probably. Maybe a bit longer, I don't know. And there is the last bucket of batch 2. After this, batch 3. Okay, so for this, because there's no block on here, I'm just gonna do that, and then, yeah, okay, that'll do. Alright, batch number 2 down. Let's go get batch number 3 in buckets. Alright, batch number 3 is complete. Now I'm going to just check and see how many more I'm going to need to make. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's 2 3/4 batches. Alright, so 16 emeralds I know is for the 2 batches. After that, I'll just figure it out. Alright, batch number 4. Let's get going. Anyway, obviously because of this, because we're working on this right now, next episode I think we're going to work on the ME system, obviously, or at least progress towards it. I don't think we can actually make a fully functional ME system because I think there's one more, one of these things over here that we need, press pattern or whatever they are. There's one more I think we need, and once we have that, then I think we can actually make a fully functioning ME system. Right now we have 3, but I think there's 4 that we need. So I'll probably have to look for another meteorite. That's gonna be fun. I'm also feeling like, because the big reactor, in a way it's more of a novelty. Like, it's definitely gonna be useful to power things, but right now, because we don't have the best supply of Eulerium coming in, it's not as stable. Even after it's active and working, it won't be a stable source of power, so I'll probably have to find an alternative power source for the ME system. I know Extrautilities has some generators and stuff, which could probably be useful. Alright, batch 4 done. Excellent. All we need to do is just get one more batch, and then I'll calculate what we're going to need to get only 3 instead of 4. I think I already kind of know, though. Alright, batch 5. Let's get this going. Alright, with this batch, we've actually made it to the front now, which is gonna be kind of cool looking. I actually have not quite seen directly while I've been working. I haven't paid attention to what it's been looking like from the outside. So, because we have only 3 left, let's actually look and see what this looks like from the outside. Very flowy. Yeah, it's gonna look cool, especially once we have the rods actually filled with fuel. It's gonna look really cool. Alright, so here is, I think my calculations are correct. So for one batch, it was 8 emeralds, right? I'm gonna actually have 8 just so I can make sure as I'm working. Okay, so, and that's because, yeah, that is 8 ender pearls. And then 16. So, my best guess is obviously because 8 of these creates, is that 2 emeralds creates 16 ender pearls. So I think 16 ender pearls is the equivalent of 1 of the 4 stacks of liquid ender. So basically we just don't use those 2 emeralds. We get only 3 stacks of 16 ender pearls, and I think that this should be what we need. I think. My calculations might be wrong. Just a heads up. But I think they're right. Apparently there's blood in there now. I think something must have fallen into the smeltery and died. I don't know what, but either way, we don't need the blood. At least it's not gonna mix with the liquid ender. That's a good thing, at least. Alright, so let's get this going, shall we?
These nuts.
Why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be somewhere else? Like, yeah, you're the one that's over here. Stay there. Yeah, okay. I don't know why for some reason one of my ender minions, the one I tamed today, teleported right to me for some reason. I don't know why. Even though I told him to stay where he was, so I don't know. Maybe he wanted attention, I don't know. Or maybe he was confused since he's brand new to the ender minion crew. Maybe that's what I should start calling them now, the ender minion crew, because I got a bunch of them around. Maybe he was confused as to why I'm a book, while the others kind of used to it at this point. I don't know. Alright, so this should be the last bucket we need. I think it's correct. I think, let me just take a look, and yep, it's just the blood now. Excellent. My calculations were correct. Okay, so there's 1, and oh right, we're gonna need to patch it up. I forgot. Yep. Okay, there we go. And here is the second. Now, the moment of truth, the final one. You're not supposed to be down there. There we go. Yes, all of our coolant is gonna be 100% cooled. Excellent. Alright, now all we need to do left, really, is just make the reactor control rods. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need redstone for that one. And a bunch of reactor casing. Yeah, that should do. Okay. So, let's see if I've got enough for this. How many can I make? That's it, I think. Alright. So I made 16. I think that should be enough to get a bunch done, so let's... Okay. Yep, alright, so that's actually the majority of it done. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more I need to make. Alright, that is not bad. And then it'll be a fully functioning big reactor. Yes! All this hard work will finally pay off. But of course, I am going to actually need to get more graphite bars. And there's probably more than enough reactor casing, so... Let's see, like I said, 1, we're gonna need 5, so... Yeah, that's more than enough for the reactor casing. Okay. So... It's perfect. It's perfect. We don't actually need any more of the graphite bars, so you can stop the smelting process. Okay. Reactor control rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Finished big reactor. Look at it. It is done. The multi-block structure is complete. And now we can fuel it as well. Alright, so let's grab 1, 2, 3. I think that's what I'm comfortable using. 3 stacks of Eulerium ingots. And we will put it in here through the access port. There we go. That is quite a bit already in there. It is 54.5% full of its fuel. Three whole stacks of Eulerium, and it's not even done. Alright, so even though it's just gonna start burning fuel, I do want to turn it on just to see how the coolant's gonna do. So, moment of truth, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, power is on, casing heat and stuff, core heat, and it is generating power. Okay, the heat is strong, and it is generating quite a bit of power, but fuel burn-up rate is not actually that bad, so that means that the coolant is working. Alright, so let's turn off the reactor, because, and the best part is this power that is generated already actually stays until we tap into it. So it's all like right there. All that power right there is right there. All that RF. Yeah. Fully functioning big reactor, guys. Epic. I'm gonna morph back here real quick. Alright, so yeah, guys. That is our big reactor complete. And so that is big progress in the Ultra Destruction world. So guys, next episode we are going to be working on our ME system, I believe, unless I come up with something else to do. But yeah, we're probably just gonna go meteor hunting again, because, well, we need that one last thing. So yeah, but still, big reactor complete. That is big progress. So guys, hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Minecraft Ultra Destruction. Please do leave a big fat thumbs up, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, this happens to be the first video that you have seen by me, and please do consider subscribing and join Team TJ today for awesome gameplay videos and other amazing content like this. Again, apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. 10-826 out. Goodbye, guys!